welcome to your anti-cult show Valentine's Day episode. Tonight, we're talking about The Wiz. That's right, that musical remake of The Wizard of Oz. We're going to have a lot of fun. I hope you brought your wet wipes. You'll need them.
IBS got you down?
As we are our own round of applause. It's a musical episode, so jazz hands.
Hi.
Hi. You know what's real scary? Doing this show without a producer today. If anything goes wrong and the feed cuts, that's just too bad.
Yeah. We're running sans producer Scott. Unfortunately, he's under the weather.
Yep.
So I'm going to be going back and forth, hopefully remembering to do the right things.
Yeah.
So We'll see what happens. But
yeah.
Otherwise, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Cold Show. It's great to see y'all.
Not only is it Valentine's Day or anti-Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day or whatever you want, we chose The Wiz in honor of Black History Month. So that's, thanks for tuning in for that.
Yeah.
Very sad producer Scott can't be here for a musical episode. That is just unfair. It's just unfair.
Not right. One more reason to dislike Valentine's Day.
It made producer Scott ill.
Yeah.
We're also going to be trying Coke Zero Orange Creme. Creme Fraiche?
Creme?
Creme Fraiche?
Little creme, anyone?
Should we do that and then do a little roasty toasty, or we have a bumper?
I will go. I will bump it. I can
Okay.
bump it, or do you want to drink first or bump first?
I want to drink first.
Okay, drink first.
But you open it because my nails are nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Caleb's got his.
And of course, we will be using our wonderful
Wizard
shot
of Oz.
glasses
cult show shot glasses.
provided by our
Friend.
one of our dearest friends.
One of our benefactors.
Yes.
Our secret benefactor.
I have smell it first.
Okay. So
It
this is
smells orange.
orange cream
Getting
Okay.
lots of orange there.
To your health.
to everyone. Okay.
I'm suddenly remembering I hate anything that's orange cream.
That's now.
I am just
now finally,
Yeah.
now, okay.
finally clicked in.
No.
Yes, I'm sure people who know me are at home screaming, "What
Don't
the fuck
do
are you
it."
doing? Why are you drinking orange cream? You hate orange cream."
Huh.
I have to say, of orange cream things, this is superior to many,
Wow.
but I hate it violently.
All right.
I
So
shot
it definitely has
finishing
like Coca-Cola taste,
It is. It does.
but it's light. It's not.
I don't hate it. I'll
Yeah,
be
I
honest.
don't hate it either.
Now, if it were strawberries and cream, I couldn't do it.
See, this to me tastes like a Coca-Cola with a orange slice in it. That's what I'm tasting.
Interesting.
Does anybody have a toothbrush?
Well, how about you guys give them a cheers?
Okay, everybody, let's take two.
Cheers. Thank you
Cheers.
for being with us tonight. We
you
really
for being-
appreciate it.
Thank you for being a friend. Ah, now that's much
My
better.
God, Neil is producing the shit out of this show tonight.
He's back and forth.
Wow.
He's over here. He's in your grill. He's running away on.
Let me put the chat back up.
We've got to put the chat back up. Everybody just keep your hair on.
So you guys can see it.
Keep
Keep
your-
talking. Go ahead.
Okay. Why don't I tell you about a few things?
Okay.
I'll start it off like we do here. We do a little round table. If you've never seen us before, we do a little round table here. I watched Unfriended, I would say the newest one because it's like from 2018, but it's like Unfriended Dark Web. I needed something to have on in the background while I did stuff, and I wanted to watch a couple of different movies on Shudder. Some really, really good movies on there right now, and they were like either not in English, so I needed subtitles,
yeah.
or I was like, oh, this is too good and I need to pay attention, like Red Rooms. I was like, I've got to pay attention to this. So I put on Unfriended Dark Web, and it was fun. It was fun. I like me an Unfriended, a friend request, a host. I like these like digital horror movies. That was fun. For Neil's birthday, we got together as friends, and Neil picked 2 movies that were not horror movies, and I was agape.
Foaming at the mouth.
I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because you were like, "I just want to like have you guys over for movie night." I pick the movies. Everybody shuts their mouth and watches them, and it was you said that in so many words. And we watched Coming to America.
Yes, because producer Scott had never seen.
I'd never
Coming to
seen
America.
it.
Yeah, neither. Okay.
I knew a lot about it. I knew a lot about the history, the pop culture significance. I knew about the plot. So I was like expecting to enjoy it. I was pleasantly surprised by how charming I found it, and the costumes were out of this world. They blew my mind, including just like the everyday streetwear. And
I liked how Scott was like, I didn't know it was a romantic comedy.
He's like,
no one told me it
it
was a romantic comedy.
because he loves a rom-com. We're talking about producer Scott a lot because it's like funny because he's not here, and
Yeah.
it's like these are all things that he would love to freaking talk about.
Yes.
And so that was good, and he loved it too. And then we watched Theater Camp, which, especially for us theater kids, including producer Scott, it's almost too on the nose. It almost makes you cringe, like kind of like, oh Jesus, like that's pretty accurate. Absolutely hilarious, so funny.
It was really.
It's a really good movie.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like Neil had been trying to get it. This is the only way he could get us to finally sit down and watch it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And bless your heart for allowing us. But I would also say, even as a non-theater kid, it's still hilarious.
Oh yeah, you don't have to know
Yeah.
anything about theater to
Yeah,
still
yeah.
enjoy it, but it'll make you cringe inwardly at yourself quite a bit if you are a theater kid. Higher education, Superb Owl, Lady Gaga, Abracadabra. I listen to it pretty much every day. It's like a religious experience.
Really?
I
Okay.
love my Lady Gaga, and we haven't had, she got a couple of new songs out, and this one's so good. And the video. Have you seen the video for Abracadabra?
The video?
Have you guys seen the video?
No.
I have seen some clips.
Watch
Because
the whole thing.
It's been played on something I was watching, like new Abracadabra, Lady
Yeah.
Gaga,
Ta-da.
that kind of stuff. But
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Okay.
producer Scott's in the chat right now, and he's making fun of me for running back and forth instead of bringing the mouse here. But
You could have just brought the mouse over.
well, if my eyeballs would see that far, then yes, I could do that. But
You can't see.
I would be like, but I'll give it a shot. We'll see if I can
Do you need
figure
glasses?
it out. I do for, things.
Where are your glasses?
Some things.
He's so vain.
Anyway.
You
No,
wore glasses.
Probably
I have
thinks-
reading glasses. I could probably, you're right. I probably could see it.
Where's your cheaters? Put on your cheaters.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Caleb.
My turn. So speaking of rom-coms, I watched Hard Eyes.
Hard Eyes, yes.
Yes.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
because it really is like a rom-com into a horror film.
I want to have fun.
But some of the kills are excellent. As Neil said, they just go that extra step, on some of them, to
Right.
get a little tendon tear or a blood spurt or So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think others will too.
Yeah, hopefully
We'll see.
go see it.
I watched this is an interesting movie. It's called Your Monster. You heard of this?
I've heard of it. What'd you think?
It's about a young woman that she gets cancer. Her boyfriend breaks up with her. He's writing a play that he's told her that she's going to be the star of. He, after dumping her, takes it all back. And anyway, this is all in like the first 15 minutes of the movie. So
Right.
I'm not
Not
really
spoilers,
spoiling
yeah.
anything. Anyway, she meets this monster living in her closet that they kind of become friends, and it's a pretty interesting movie about love and loss and mental health and a lot of mental health
Is it
stuff.
fun though? Is it fun?
It's yeah,
That's when it's what, a year or two old, right? It's not very
No,
old.
not even a year old. It's
Okay,
like
yeah, it sounds familiar. Like I've
4 or 5 months old, maybe.
okay.
So,
But you recommend?
yeah, I would.
Cool.
Finally watched Pearl.
Oh, good.
We love Pearl.
It was all right.
Oh.
Hater. We have a hater in the studio.
It was okay. Maybe I went in because you guys all loved it. So was it? It's not your favorite of the.
No, they actually go in order to me.
They do. Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
Triple X and
X
Pearl
is
and
number
Maxine.
one, and then
Yeah.
Pearl, and then Maxine. Okay.
For me, yes.
Okay.
I still haven't seen Maxine, which I know is really bad.
Well, I want to. I'm slowly making my way through. So.
What did you not like about Pearl? Like, what was it that?
Her performance is amazing.
No,
Oh,
it's great.
ending.
It's excellent. I'm not sure what I was expecting, and then. Just in case you haven't seen it, I'm trying to be vague, but then you get to the end, and it made me wonder, what has she been doing now in between the end of Pearl and X?
Okay.
Right. Like, is she still doing the same shit, or
She's still doing the Scarecrow. Is what she's doing.
So the producer Scott said this is his favorite. Did he see Maxine?
No, he hasn't seen it yet either, but
Okay.
he loved
He
Pearl.
loved Pearl.
So of the two,
Okay.
though. Okay.
Okay. Don't get me wrong. I said it's all right. Like, I'm dismissing it. I'm not dismissing
you
it.
dismissed it.
Heck it did.
That came out wrong. I
Pearl.
apologize.
Apologize to Pearl.
The
clutch
suckling
money.
pig on the front porch was a.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh my God. It's just a reflection of her unraveling.
Yes.
It's, oh,
It is, even with all the maggots.
yes.
So,
Can't say the
and then
N-word
last,
from
only
it all.
because it's Valentine's Day. I wish it was
I
Halloween.
was so confused. I was so confused. Every
Give me
episode, one
Halloween
of
now,
us.
please.
Well, every episode, one of us is the most confused, and it's you.
No,
Not me for once.
It's always
Not
me.
me.
Let's admit it. It's always me. I can't talk. Because it's Valentine's Day, I watched The Idea of You, which is a romantic comedy starring Anne Hathaway, where she starts dating a much younger guy who's in a boy band.
Yes.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
And you love a
Okay.
rom-com.
I do like a good rom-com.
So, like,
I do.
that's a pretty high endorsement
Yeah.
from a rom-com.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done.
If you and I watched it, we'd be like,
No, yeah, but this is for producer Scott.
Okay.
You're at home right now, sick. Go on to, I believe it's on Prime. Check it out. Get back to me. And there's music in it, so there's boy band music in it.
yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
You've been watching a lot of stuff.
you're busy. You're
Except
busy
what I'm
little bee.
supposed to. It's because I was procrastinating.
I got it.
I finished watching The Wiz last night at like
Midnight.
1 o'clock.
Wow.
I fell asleep. You're like, ease on down. Ease on down.
Yeah, I did, and
Yeah.
I said to myself, "Well, I've seen this before."
You watched
so
it really recently too.
I did.
Yeah.
Nice. I started a series on Max called The Pit. Have you heard about this?
Oh yeah, yes,
I
yes.
told you
the Noah
medical drama
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So it's kind of like ER, but it's for on a pay channel. We'll call it now. They're all pay channels now, but
That's true.
so they can do more. There's
Graphic.
language and graphic and that kind of stuff. But it's actually really good.
Tell me more.
It's,
Tell me more.
Like, does he have a car? But no, it's good. It's Noah Wiley, so the guy from ER.
From ER.
Yeah, is the main guy. But
Except now he's the grizzled
he's the
Old
grizzled
veteran. Yeah.
head of chief of staff in this ER. But
He was
it's-
a heartthrob.
he-
back
yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it's really well done. I'm actually quite enjoying it. And if anyone has time, The Pit. Yeah, I do recommend it. It's pretty well done. And it's done kind of like the style of 24. So every hour is an hour, on the show.
Yeah.
So you start at like 7 a.m. and it just progresses 1 hour
Is
at a
there
time.
like I'm sure there's an overall plot, but is it just kind of like what's happening in this hospital from hour to hour?
Yeah, no, it's just all the patients coming in, and there's of course some interrelationships that exist between the doctors, and there's also student doctors at their first day.
Oh.
So there's kind of that mixed into it, and it's but it's good. It's really good. I'm enjoying it.
I like medical stuff, so I
So-
should check that out.
Yeah, if you can, I'm good. And there's another show. I don't know if you guys have heard of it called White Lotus.
I just discovered the best thing.
I just-
It's called the White Lotus. Okay,
what's
it's called the
what's
White
that?
Lotus.
Wait, can we talk? There's a show.
Can we talk? Can we talk? So you've fallen into the White Lotus.
I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in.
But you're the hype is
I
right.
just well,
There's like 4 seasons now, isn't there?
I think a third is about to start.
Oh, a third. Okay.
I think.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd never seen it. People keep talking about it. So Jen and I are like, why not? Let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
So I think we're 3 in it. And I don't know what the point of the show is yet. So I'm waiting for that.
The moment.
You know,
But it's still keeping your
I'm
interest?
interested. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm interested to figure out what is going on or why are you showing me this stuff? Like, why should I care about these things that I'm seeing?
Okay.
And like, what is everyone going gaga about? You know what I mean?
Lady Gaga?
Gaga about, yes.
Gaga.
So, anyway, so so I'll get back to you as I learn more.
All right.
But I'm assuming you guys have not seen yet? Okay.
It's something that I've been meaning to do
Right.
and sitting in my queue, but
There's a
no, I've
lot
not
of
started.
like it's all-star casts every season. I know that.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Coolidge is in it. Love her.
Right. She won something for
Yeah, she
one
won.
of the seasons, right?
Yeah, and people win things for it. It's a thing.
People win things. Anyway, if anyone
Watch
in the
White
chat,
Lotus, win prizes.
that's how I'm doing. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a ding dong my door and fucking Egg McMahon standing there with a big old check to give me.
Ghost of Ed McMahon.
Right, yeah, since he's dead, that would be kind of weird if he were standing
Hey,
there. But
hey.
you know, stranger things have happened.
It could be worth it. And then finally, I screened a movie. So I got a movie from our friends at
Is this gonna make me mad?
I don't know.
Is this gonna make me jealous?
I don't know. We'll have to find out. I'm gonna poke the bear and see what happens. From IFC called The Rule of Jenny Penn. You know of it?
Oh my god, it's one of like the most anticipated
Is it?
of the year, especially for me.
Oh, okay. Well, I got the screener copy still, and I'm allowed.
bitch.
I'm allowed 2 more views.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, it's pretty good.
Pretty goddamn
It's
good.
pretty good.
Tell about it.
pretty good.
Just tell them a little bit about it.
Okay, a little. I'm gonna read you what the synopsis.
In the cast.
That's the best way to do it. First, let me read about it. Okay.
Okay.
Confined to a secluded rest home and trapped within his stroke-ridden body, a former judge must stop an elderly psychopath who employs a child's puppet to abuse the home's residents with deadly consequences.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
So at first I was like, oh, it's kind of like Bubba Hotep, and then you're like, nope,
Nope.
no,
Not at all.
it's not.
Nope.
Yeah, it's
Who's in it?
yeah. John Lithgow plays the mean psychopath, and then Jeffrey Rush is the judge who has the stroke. Yeah, you watch the trailer and it's just like you're like, oh my god, this has got to be the greatest movie ever made, and then it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I think it's gonna come to Shudder this year too.
Oh yeah, it'll be Shudder. Yeah, it'll have a small release as always, like IFC does, and then it'll
Love
hit
to see it in
Shudder.
the theater.
Well, then I
of
will
course.
be sure to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please.
By the way, the monkey is coming out, so next week, next Friday.
Excited. I'm excited for that monkey.
check
Yeah.
out the monkey, and then go find The Rule of Jenny Penn, and then if you can free up any time, maybe
Jesus.
I can squeak you in.
Can't I
Anyway,
just Dynasty style slap you again instead?
you could, yes, you could do that too if you wanted to. But and other than that, just we have to always remind people, of course, the housekeeping about the CULTSHOW Radio, which is on the 2nd and 4th Thursdays on KRJF 92.3 or 88.1 KWTF, and of course we release them online as well from time to
Sometimes.
time. We have one coming out some point soon. Sandra and Scott are with us. They come on and
we get our radio handles.
regale us. And then the cult film series, of course, the Roxy 14.
Oh my
on
god, it's gonna be so good.
the 1st and 3rd Thursdays, I can remember, as well. And we've got David Lynch month coming up in March. So you're going to see all the goodies.
Rip to our precious, beautiful angel.
That's right. So if you're anywhere near Sonoma County, come visit us for that.
And get tickets because I think it's gonna sell out because there's a lot of David Lynch fans
I hope
in the
so.
North Bay.
I hope it.
And I saw people reposting it and stuff. Like the people are excited for the Lynch.
Cool. I hope that happens. So,
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's all I have. So if Kayla wants to tell people where to go find the merch,
Where'd the merch?
I'm gonna go grab the mouse.
Okay. You would go to www.thecultshow.com/store.
Very nice.
That's it. That's where you go.
That's it.
You want a bumper?
So
Please.
bump it up.
Okay, let me tell you about The Wiz in case you've never heard of it before. It's a film, 1978. It's a musical, and it was first a play, and it's based on The Wizard of Oz. Only we meet Dorothy, played by Diana Ross, very young Diana Ross, and she is a kindergarten teacher, and she's basically never left Harlem. And she's like, I don't want to change like what I do. I want to change anything. I just want to like live with my dog and do the same thing I've always done. And her Auntie M is really loving, but she wants her to like spread her wings. Her and Toto get caught in a snowstorm and end up in a New York version of Oz. I've seen The Wiz a couple of times, the film. A few years ago, there was an NBC revival, which was made for TV. I thought it was really good, and like they modernized stuff. And then recently, I saw The Wiz on Broadway with Wayne Brady in the titular role.
Wow.
And he was amazing. And they revised it kind of again, and I love that like they just like keep making it modern. So those who know that I'm very picky about musicals. I'm not necessarily a musical fan, but I do have a spot in my heart for The Wiz.
Cool.
Especially seeing it on stage live, and especially with a lot of the stuff that they revamped and changed and modernized. Chef's kiss. But we're talking about the old Wiz now.
The old Wiz.
The 1978 one.
Your father's Wiz?
This is or maybe your grandfather's Wiz. And it has Michael Jackson in it as the Scarecrow, and this was before he was a mess, and he was just kind of cute and sweet and young. And it's got Nipsey Russell in it, not Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey Russell, Ted Ross, Mabel King, Teresa Merritt, and of course, Richard Pryor and Lena Horne, who, if you don't know who Lena Horne is, shame on you.
Yeah.
You clearly did not grow up with Robert Osborne as I did. Caleb.
Yes.
Take it away.
Take it away. I like this movie.
Good.
I do. I think I was the one that said, hey, we should do this.
Uh-huh.
But everyone was like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, sure. The message, costumes, the makeup are amazing. I feel like I always say the same thing.
But it's true. Yeah.
It's unfortunate that this movie was a flop. And there was just a lot of, I'm not going to call it drama, but let's just say Diana Ross fought really, really hard to get this role because they did not want her. They said she was too old. So
yeah, interesting. Yeah. She doesn't look old to me.
So she kind of turned around. She's in her 30s, and at first in the original, I guess she is supposed to be a teenager. So then they rewrote it that she's a school teacher and 24 years old. But
I think it works because it plays even more into like her being a late bloomer. Yeah,
I think so. But I mean, it was her that was like, well, if you cast me, I'll get Michael. Who at the time was still not. I mean, he was 18 years old.
Baby.
He was. I think he moved to New York for this, and this was the first time that he was out of his father's
thumb,
control.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stories like he went to Studio 54 while he was there for the first time, and I'm sure he saw some things. It was like
did some things, saw some things. Yeah. Wow.
Ingested some things.
Ingested
maybe,
some things.
possibly.
I don't know.
Anyway, good movie, really good movie.
Good movie.
Unless you put it off like me and try to watch it into the wee hours of 1 o'clock in the morning.
And you watched it with one of your
And you
kiddos.
normally go to no. Oh, the
recently.
Yes, my oldest, yeah.
Liked it. Kind of was
I don't remember what
I seem to remember you saying that they did, but maybe
okay, maybe they did. I don't remember what she said.
Face sound off in the chat.
I know.
Yeah.
And
she didn't like Wicked, I can tell you that.
Did not?
Did not. No.
Wow.
No. Didn't even want to go see it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You said you're not mine.
I know. I said, well, we're going anyway, so.
Tough.
Neil,
Tough
your
punches.
relationship with The Wiz?
Yeah, this is I think my second time. Not I think, yeah, at least my second time. But it's not one that I go back to. Obviously, it's only my second time. And I enjoy it. I think it's fun. It drags a little bit for me.
There's
in
a
some
little,
parts.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
You know, the parts that everyone knows, you know, the ease on down, all that stuff is fantastic, and I love, and of course I love some of them boogie beats and things, you know, that are going on.
You're
And
dancing.
you
You
know,
can see.
Right.
I wish there was more of it in this movie. I wish there was more of Diana Ross and Michael Jackson, and Nipsey's not gonna dance, obviously. That's not what he does really.
He
But,
does do some, he
But
does
not like Michael and Diana down.
he does like a
you know.
soft shoe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I guess I wish there was a little more of that in general. I've never seen the stage play. I don't know how true to the play the movie is. But that being said, yeah, it's fun. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy the music, obviously. You know, I see Richard Pryor, and I get weepy eyed.
He
know, 'cause-
he makes me feel things in this.
He does. He does in several levels.
Yeah.
You know, but I just miss him in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As an actor, a comedian.
He was hilarious.
So, but yeah.
And I'll speak for producer Scott, who's not here. So for those who don't know, producer Scott loves musical theater. The Wiz is one of his favorite movies. The Wiz, the stage play, is one of his favorite stage plays. Okay. And The Cowardly Lion is, he thinks, one of the best musical theater roles for a man ever written.
Okay.
Like, The Wiz is high. Scott's book, and I think he like assistant directed a production of it when he was younger, so it's like it's very like in his heart. And yeah, I'll point out some of the things I remember from the most recent revival, because like when they do revivals, they always kind of like change and update things. And there was some stuff that I really liked that they changed. It's a celebration of Black culture and Black joy as well, which is really cool, because as we've talked about a little bit, sometimes the Black joy movies are, where are they? You can't find them.
Right.
So without further ado, we open at a family gathering. Is it a holiday, or is it just like a Sunday dinner? I'm not positive.
I thought it was Thanksgiving.
I thought it was supposed to be Thanksgiving, but
But then
I
they're
don't
like eating a ham, which is okay.
but I mean, it
do that.
opens on a turkey.
Yeah,
so
there's a turkey also.
There's a feast.
And also, I don't, does it snow that hard in New York
Probably.
in November? Probably. Sure. All right.
Yeah, November.
Yeah, let's
maybe not.
let's
but-
not get hung up on the small
Let's
details.
not.
Yeah. But
I assumed it was Thanksgiving. Didn't see a tree.
where's no
Right.
tray?
Yeah.
So, and there's like a young man there, and Aunt Em's trying to obviously like get Dorothy interested.
Like how she just grabs his coat and just like,
Yeah, she just like grabs him.
again.
She's like, she's shy. Toto, we have an absolutely adorable Toto in this movie. He is so cute. Auntie M gets like the first song of the piece, and as someone who is very sensitive to saccharine music, I have to say that this is a sweet song without being too corny. It's like a nice way to kind of like open the show. And that's where like I actually wrote a note about how like the Dorothy's a little bit older. She's a little bit of a late bloomer. I kind of believe it a little bit, as like she wants to kind of just keep the status quo and not take risks.
But she always looks like she's on the verge of crying.
Yeah, she does.
Yes.
Like and I don't know if that's just like an actor thing on her part,
If that
or
was a choice, yeah.
if that's the one emotion she knows how to show. Or,
I was gonna say she's not really a trained actor.
but
so
but it
maybe-
always looks like
a few
she
movies,
is,
but
you sad.
Yes.
And about to burst into tears at any second.
So who knows? Could be her face, could be a choice.
Resting about to cry face.
So she ends up chasing Toto out into the weird
Yes, everything that
snow
happens
cyclone.
is Toto's fault.
Is it Toto's fault, or was Toto giving her the push she needed?
Toto's fault.
That's true.
I refuse to think that Toto wasn't. And you know what? Put a pin in that. We're gonna come back to Toto.
Yeah, I have a few things or one thing in particular I want to say about Toto.
So she ends up in like a playground pit. You know, one of
Sure.
those little pits you throw
It's-
children in. It's like a
it's-
sand pit or something.
Okay, I thought it was a pit of chicken feed. I mean, it's like
It could have been.
Looked
It
like
looked-
the corn
yeah.
thing that they have at pumpkin patches
Or
now
maybe
that,
that too.
that the kids go play
Oh my
in.
god, with all the
Okay.
pink eye in it.
But instead of whole kernels, it looked like cornmeal.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was weird.
yeah.
I was just like, what the heck is that?
I don't know if that was supposed to be sawdust or I don't know. Yeah, that was weird though.
If anybody lived in Harlem in 1978, can you please confirm or deny what was in the playground
All
pits?
the playground's full of chicken meal
Chicken byproduct.
and pink eye.
And pink eye. Natch. And it's okay. It's a little scary. People pop out of the wall.
Yes.
So I think that's cool. I think it's a cool effect that the graffiti
Mm-hmm.
comes alive, and they're all like, toe.
Yeah, because they're like repeating her. It's the effect ends up being cute, but I could see that's where you land in Oz. People are popping out of the walls, repeating your dog's name. I believe her fear. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
In the revival, the Munchkins are very brightly colored, and they're wearing like all these different pretty colors. And to me, it felt very New Orleans, Louisiana coded, which was
Okay.
which I thought was really pretty.
Yeah.
She killed the lady. It's in every version. She kills the lady.
She dropped the giant O, was it? Right? When she fell
When
through.
she
knocked
fell
the
through
O.
Oz and
Yeah.
like the O landed on Evermean.
Yeah, Evermean, yes.
Yeah,
The
Evermean.
Wicked Witch of that was the
Of the East. Ending the curse, which is how the Munchkins are able to come alive.
In every version, the bloodthirsty Munchkins are only too happy to see this woman die.
No one mourns the wicked.
Nope. And and true to the original book, she gets the silver slippers.
Right. Correct.
Ah.
Some very, very OG. Probably had to legally get this. They probably wouldn't let her have the ruby slippers.
Yeah, I think they were talking about that with Wicked too, where the ruby red slippers are
Trademarked.
trademarked by MGM or whoever owns the.
Oh. See, these are things I did not know.
No. You don't know a
You know,
literary
but
thing?
like you just said in the book, they're silver.
The silver.
Yeah.
Silver
Which
slippers.
Makes sense in
so, yeah.
Wicked when
Right.
the sister's wearing. Okay,
Silver.
Silver slippers. Full circle moment for Neil.
there you go.
Mr. Wicked.
now I hate
All
the
roads
movie.
lead back to Wicked.
All roads lead back.
He's like, but how does it relate to Wicked?
6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon is now Wicked.
And then I hate to say it, her solo song is kind of boring to me.
It is.
I would like the tempo to be a little faster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not my favorite piece in the piece.
There are a lot of kind of
Ballads.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how it is in the stage play?
I feel like they sped up the tempo a little more on some of these.
Hmm.
But maybe that's also for today's audience. They know, like, we gotta speed it up.
No, that's a good point.
Maybe.
We gotta
I
speed it
know.
up or speed it
Our
out.
little TikTok brains are like,
Yeah.
And I'm completely guilty of it. I mean, I like my attention span is like, ooh, you gotta grab me
Right.
in the first few seconds or I'm gone. I even put in here Michael Jackson before he was a mess.
so what was the Good Witches one? Was that her name?
The Miss One.
Miss One.
And
That's
she's
right.
really into numbers.
Well, she's a she's a numbers runner.
Yes, that's
I
right.
It's the New York
Yeah.
Right.
the New York lottery. you
Yeah.
know?
I didn't
right.
make that connection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she runs numbers.
Okay, wait. Was this when the Munchkins were coming at her though? I forgot. And she's like, "Go on about your business, jive turkeys." Right? Okay, that wasn't dreaming that.
Nope.
Okay, that happened.
I think
making
Jive
sure.
Turkey was a real
Yes.
Was a real insult.
thing.
Neil has been sick, so it's very possible you're remembering a lot of this as a fever.
Right. It's a fever. Like, that would be an awesome dream if I was dreaming about
So
that kind of stuff. But
we meet the Scarecrow, who is played by, again, a younger, more innocent MJ, and he looks real creepy. I'm sorry, it's the nose.
See, I think he looked, again, Stan Winston makeup. I think he looks great. I think the crows look great.
I love the crows.
I like the Reese's Pieces
Yeah, Reese's
wrapper
Pieces thing. What
as
is
a
that about,
nose.
though?
I don't
Because
think
he's made out of garbage.
Do you
Okay.
think it's intentional?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we all know Stan Winston. I don't know if he did that bit of makeup.
No, I don't
versus-
know, but
You know, versus
just,
the prosthetic.
It's the
pieces.
nose for me. It's where it all.
Okay.
I don't like that nose.
I mean, better than it's like a Snickers wrapper or something, you know, or
like product
Butterfinger.
placement. Yeah, exactly. Hershey's.
shoot up carrot, corn on the cob.
It fits with the pumpkin patch.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Um,
different strokes for different peanut butter cups for different noses.
the crows are pretty rude.
They're very mean.
They're very mean. One of the things I love, and I will die on this hill. In the revival, the crows are nice.
Oh.
And it's actually really sweet. They're kind of like, well, whatever, like, we just couldn't help you because we're crows. But, like, they all hang out, and, like, they're cool.
Okay.
And they're very, like, encouraging of him and
But
stuff.
there's not the 3 crow rules or
No.
the 3 crow commandments. That's what it was.
Right.
If the
right.
crow commandments were in there, they were, like, nice things. Like,
Okay.
And, and Dorothy has a line, something about, like, you know, he's like being down on himself, and she's like, well, you did something I have a lot of problems doing, which is making friends, because the crows are his friends. And I don't know, like, that really stuck with me, like the nice crows and like her giving him that compliment right away.
Okay.
Right.
I think this was like the ignorant will try to keep everyone else down to their level kind of thing. I think that's the.
Can see that. Yeah. Their look was great though. They
Oh,
looked
it's
really great.
excellent.
Yeah. Although it was kind of funny was how it had, there was 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them had like the long sleeves, you know, so it kind of all went into him. But then there's the one guy,
the one
that
guy.
had the human arms and just the,
He
just
ran
the
out of
hands
sleeve.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a little weird.
He was like
He's
lead
like,
crow.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
I
was.
like how they all moved and danced
Yeah.
and
They have like a really, really distinctive look to them.
Yeah.
And his song, "You Can't Win," is one of
Yeah.
my favorites.
right.
In the show.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How fun are those cabs?
I like the sound they make. That,
Yeah.
that-
They look awesome.
and nothing ever comes of them.
No.
You know, like they're always like off duty and drive away, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
they dance on them in front of the with the lion.
They
but
own those cabs.
That's
by
just
the end,
that's
right?
it.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. It was kind of a, I mean, and every time, there was always one for each person each time. They, you know,
They
Like
but
Rue.
Like they were waiting there, almost like maybe they were spies. Maybe they were,
from Eveline.
yeah, or the wizard. You know, who knows? But
That could be. And I mean, because like that's where they always drive away, but they're like, eventually they're like, we don't need these cabs. Like, we know our way.
I also think it's cabs don't pick up
People.
black people.
Ah.
Yeah, I think that's more like kind of what they were saying.
How rude.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's almost worse than the crows.
Yeah.
And Ease on Down is, I think, the best song.
Yeah, it's a bop. It's the one everyone knows.
Yes.
It will get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it.
No, it's great, and I love the scene, the whole scene where they
Dance.
looking for the you know, the start of the Yellow Brick
Right.
Road, and then
Oh,
find it.
I mean, I love the bass line. I love the dancing that both of them do.
Exactly.
And, you know, I mean, they're just super into it. And
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great
Great.
choreography.
Wonderful.
it's a lot of fun.
And it's kind of like our Follow the Yellow Brick Road, where it kind of like repeats throughout the movie too.
yeah. Have you noticed that how the Yellow Brick Road in 1978 looks kind of like linoleum? You know, it looks.
So
Did
70s.
you see the credits?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
they get a linoleum company gets credit for.
Oh no, I didn't even see that. That's funny. I was like, you just can see
And they
the.
actually even sold a version of that for your home that you could buy.
Wow.
That's hilarious. I
pretty
never,
smart,
I didn't know
actually.
that. I guess it makes sense, kind of like being the 70s and being in a city, you know, to have something. But I mean, New York has tile. They're like famous for the subway tiles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Linoleum was big in the.
Linoleum, wrapping the couch in plastic.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lots
sure.
of plastic. Plastic as far as the eye can
Yeah,
see.
but no, linoleum was huge.
Yeah.
It was everywhere.
Are we still doing linoleum? People don't like it anymore. It's gone out of favor.
Yeah, I think it's considered
Yeah.
for more of a.
Is it gauche?
You know, it's entry level finishings. You know,
You're the bougiest
But-
among us, so you would know.
I don't know if that's true anymore. I gotta be honest. I'm not so sure that that's true.
I
So-
feel like you're kind of.
He's
I
like,
feel like-
I'm fighting back against the bougie label.
I feel like the inflation is pushing me down, and that you guys
Yeah,
are
well,
starting to make your
welcome to our level.
Yeah.
You know, now you
mean,
get to
eggs-
slum with us.
Eggs are
schmucks.
$15.
That's right.
Like, yeah, who knows anymore?
No, sir. I ain't paying no prices. $15 for an egg.
I mean, I guess we'll know you've really fallen when the skeletons leave.
Right.
Your skeleton army
And
disbands.
they get lost because can't afford to feed them anymore.
I didn't know you meant them to begin with.
What do
You feed them
skeletons
chicken
eat?
feed.
What's a skeleton army eat?
You know, the random children wander.
Lunch meats. They eat lunch meats.
Lunch meats, yes.
We meet the Tin Man,
Yes.
and he's kind of a, well, as he says later, a 2-bit carnival hustler, which is, I don't know, feels very bygone era.
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
You know, he's a
Yeah.
flim flam man. He's a he's
There
a
you go.
he's a music man. He's a
With a sprinkling of grifter, it feels like.
Little grifter.
You know?
Carney.
he's got carny
He's a
vibes.
carny,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Can we say is it okay to say Carney?
Yeah.
I feel dirty saying it.
I don't know. Is that a slur now?
Please
I don't
tell
know.
us. So he may not have a heart, but he does have jokes.
Yeah.
He's cracking wise
Sure.
a lot. Is he a favorite amongst us? Do we love the Tin Man?
He's okay. I mean, I like Nipsey.
When it goes Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man in any version, where do they rank?
Oh my goodness. In any version?
Just in general, just objectively.
I mean,
the archetype they fill.
Lion for me in the Wizard of Oz, the movie Wizard of Oz,
Number
I'd probably say Lion.
Yeah.
I think Tin Man is always, including, well, I haven't officially seen them in Wicked yet, but I know who becomes who. So I feel like Tin Man is my least favorite in all the versions.
He kind of always sucks.
Yeah.
I have to say, I just, maybe it's the Halloween bias, but I like a Scarecrow, the fall Halloween bias.
Yeah, okay.
He's just also written the best, you know.
Usually is
like,
written the best.
Yeah.
But then there's typically that stronger bond between Dorothy and
Because it's like the
Scarecrow.
first friend.
Right.
Correct.
I do like the running gag in this where he pulls out,
Pulls out the right piece
Yes.
of paper with the
Yeah.
quote on it. Yeah.
yeah. And then of course at the end when it's his own words, very sweet.
Yeah.
So we meet the Tin Man. He tells jokes, no heart. You,
I do like opening the door in his cavity, and he's like, "Nobody home in Soulville."
we should bring that back. That's pretty good for an anti-Valentine's Day.
The kids these days probably don't know or ever heard of Nipsey Russell, right? I'm sure that's probably a...
Well, there's a rapper named
Nipsey
Nipsey Hussle
Which is
who
what I
was
said.
Right, but they
shot,
wouldn't know
but, yeah,
what that's from, though.
correct.
Where that's coming
No.
from. So,
No.
yeah, okay.
That's, yeah, I mean, there's just so many stars of yesteryear
Yes.
that, you know, obviously a lot of, like, people remember them, but it's like they don't translate down the pop culture pipeline, you know?
Mhm.
You might be one of those.
I feel they also do this thing where they introduce the character, they sing a song,
Mm-hmm.
and then immediately after they sing another song. So
Okay.
like
Yeah.
with Scarecrow, it's like you can't win, followed by
He's
he's
on
on down. You know, this one you got the slow. What was it called? What? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What would I do? Right,
Okay.
that's the first song he sings.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
Followed by the "Slide Some Oil on Me"
Oh, right,
song.
right.
He
Oil
does,
on
you know,
Me, yeah.
yeah. And I think that kind of makes it drag a little bit
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know, where
Yeah.
two songs in a row.
Right.
It's kind of like pump the brakes, maybe.
Yeah.
Let
Even
us
though-
catch our breath.
They move from character to character to, you know, finding the next one quickly.
Right.
Once you get past those two songs,
Yeah.
it seems like,
Right.
you know, but it does
It's still
take-
just kind of
it
like,
does kind of, yeah.
can we like kind of
Right.
speed it up a little here?
Speed it up.
It's pacing.
There's a
people.
2 hour and 15-minute film.
Yeah,
So,
and there's like a little parts where it does kind of drag. It
Yeah.
does. The little puppets in the subway turn into big puppets.
Oh, yes.
I love
The
that.
haunted subway or
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of the haunted forest, it's the haunted subway or whatever. Enchanted, whatever you want to call it.
Enchanted, haunted.
I guess.
I like
Thesaurus? Anyone? Thesaurus?
I like that guy. I like his creepy giggle. I like his puppets.
What was that guy's point? Help me out with him.
I think he's just creepy.
Because in the end, he ends up being chained and imprisoned and brought to
Eveline's factory.
Yeah.
Well, everyone does.
Yeah,
Because the crows do, and
Yeah. They just round
I
people
kind of thought
up.
the crows were there of their own, you know. Of their
Oh
own
no! I
No.
thought they were in chains too.
Were they?
I
They're
feel
getting
like
captured.
everyone
Yeah.
everyone ends up
Just-
with the Wicked Witch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure they bring people in on trumped up charges and things. But yeah, he's creepy. I like him. And
The whole subway comes alive.
Scott was like, I know you like this because it's like dark and weird. And he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything in the subway. The trash cans are a particular favorite. There's like
the
cables.
electrical box,
The columns.
Yeah,
There's
the columns are
random
like
pillars holding
Yeah.
up the thing. Just start moving out, and yeah, it's like Jesus.
Everything is dangerous and wants to kill you.
That's right. It's like space.
Oh shit! Did we skip
But
the lion?
thank God we met the lion earlier.
Yes.
Oh, there was a lion before that.
Yes,
Yeah.
the lines before that.
Because the lion protects him from the.
Yes, he has to kind of step up a little.
Remember, he's scared
Okay,
and he
okay.
runs away, and
That's
like
right.
they're locked in, and he
Comes back.
fights through it
Yes.
and comes
Yeah.
running back and saves them.
And I like that he's a lion, you know, because outside the New York Public Library,
Right.
Are
it's
the
very
lions?
cute.
Yes.
It's very cute. And there's a sign that says "Don't ease, don't ease."
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. Don't
that
ease.
was funny.
Yes. And then once they get the lion and he's fully on board, then the sign changes, right?
I
It
think
goes
so. To ease.
Yeah.
The poppies bring the funk. Bring in the noise. Bring in the funk.
Well, after saving the
The
friends,
Yeah, the squad.
lion gets a little frisky, if you know what I mean.
Dorothy also gets caught up.
I feel like the lion kind of leads them in there, though, deeper and deeper.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's kind of like he's just super like jacked up. He's juiced.
He is.
Sure.
He's ready.
The
Yeah.
adrenaline is still running.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the poppies are like very funky ladies.
Come on, they're sex workers.
There's
And there's nothing wrong with that, but
I mean, but
they're
they're
going
like,
through all the different
yeah,
parts of New York,
Yeah.
but ossified.
ossified. So the Tin Man and Scarecrow they don't get funkified. And then the Tin Man cries weird tears.
Oh yeah. He's. Someone's going to say something that I can't say. He projectiles
Just leaking
profusely.
profusely. He's making kind of a weird
But
sound.
that's what like snaps him out of it, right? Like, wasn't
Yes.
that what it was? And so they're like, get some of those tears on me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm better now.
Who knew?
Yes.
That's all it took.
Is that where? And then the lion.
I don't know what that's an analogy for.
But they're on top of a building at that point.
Mhm.
And then at one point the lion he talks about jumping off or wants to jump off the roof or something. Because I have a note here that says, "Oh, let me splatter." Because apparently at some point he wanted to
Yeah, he's
go
very
over, and
dramatic,
they had to talk him down.
yeah.
Maybe.
And
But
he has a big song right around then, and that's Scott's favorite song.
really, okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
his big number.
Would that be equivalent to like King of the Forest in the Wizard of Oz kind of thing? You know, where lion has his moment.
I think so. Also,
Well, the song he sings when he first comes out at the library is "I'm a mean old lion."
that's right.
so maybe
that's
that's-
not Scott's favorite. He likes his ballad.
He likes.
Yeah.
that.
Which,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, for those who know, I'm not a big Wizard of Oz fan. Never have been, never will be.
Okay.
I love Return to Oz.
You do.
Love
Yeah.
Return to Oz. So sometimes, like, when I'm trying to remember the original movie, I'm like, I just get really bitter and I shut down.
And it's funny because it's been a lot of Oz in the air recently.
Oh, it's
Between
heavy.
having you do Wicked and then this and everything. Yeah, there's been a
It's everywhere. You trip over in Oz.
you trip. There's Oz all over the place.
The sun is an apple.
The sun is
Sure.
an apple.
The big apple. Sun's an apple.
Okay.
Oh, now this is one of my favorite parts of the movie, and it's also one of my favorite parts in any version I've seen. The Emerald City and the high fashion people,
Right.
the amazing costumes, the song. In like the more modern versions, it's very ballroom and a lot of voguing.
Oh.
Okay.
Delicious.
Okay.
But
And this is just a statement on how quickly,
fashions change,
Right.
trends change.
like, I've thought about it and I now like yellow or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like changed it to
red.
red and then
Yeah.
changed it
Right.
to gold. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
But
interesting was how
yeah.
my Audible, because it was in front of the Twin Towers.
Mm-hmm.
That scene. So I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow, I was too busy staring at all the costumes and
Mm.
the poses. I always love that.
Gotcha.
part.
That scene again, it may have gone on a little long.
It does go on
No,
a
'cause
very,
longer.
very,
There was a lot of.
very long time.
You want more?
Yeah.
Okay.
That I'm saying we could cut out a couple ballads.
Okay, and keep
Give
more
me
of that.
more.
To
that.
make, to
All
make
right,
up for
well.
okay. We have a Quincy Jones sighting. Who,
We do on the piano, yeah.
Right. And this is actually where he and Michael first meet.
Ah.
And then they go on to do Off the Wall,
We Are the World, all kinds of
Thriller,
stuff. Yeah.
and then Bad.
Yeah.
And We Are the World. Don't forget.
I'm talking about Michael's albums, not.
Oh, not well. Michael was instrumental in that.
What about We Are the World though?
What about We Are the World?
I know.
Have you heard
yeah.
of it?
I
Yeah.
watched the documentary before you did.
But We Are
Oh,
the
okay.
World. We Are the World, though.
What about the world? There's a microphone little guy that Scott and I both
I like
know-
that guy.
Well, Scott and I both noticed he looks a little like an electric shaver. Yeah. He's cute though. And I like the part where he says, "Send up the riffraff."
Yes. Yes.
Oh, this is where the Tin Man says, "I've been a 2-bit hustler carny all my life." Yeah.
Oh, see? If he calls himself a carny, we can call him a carny. Just kidding. That's
Yeah.
not how it works.
Oh.
Richard Pryor's voice when he's calling
Yes.
down saying, you know, what, like the whatever, you got to be seen in green, you won't be caught dead in red or whatever. It's immediately you're like, oh, that's Richard Pryor. Yeah,
Right.
you know, it's like undeniable.
Undeniably. So, and he sends them on a quest to go kill
Yeah. I'll grant your wishes if you kill the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's kind of peeking out of the head when they walk away. It's like, oh, it's very suspicious. What's
Yes.
going on here?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's really heavy. They've got to kill a woman.
Yeah. That's a assignment.
Dorothy is willing to take that burden on, but they decided to all go in,
Yes.
which is very sweet.
To Eveline's sweatshop.
I also feel like in the revivals, there's more Eveline. Like, instead of, because she really just has one scene in this movie.
Yes. It's very quick after.
Yeah.
I mean, relatively quick, but.
And Eveline is awesome, and her costumes are awesome always. And I think the more Eveline, the better, right? We want more Eveline. She's cool.
And again, with you saying the whole kind of Louisiana, New Orleans flair, I did get that from her.
Yeah.
From her costume as well in that, now that you mentioned that.
There's a little something Queen of Hearts about it too, but also trash.
Mm-hmm.
And she runs, of all things, a sweatshop.
Yeah.
Awful. How awful. And they've also got a lot of makeup on her and all that too.
She's got flying monkeys.
Oh my god, motorcycle monkeys, which are, I think they're really cool.
Yeah.
I actually really like them.
Again,
Yeah.
the makeup is great.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, it's bizarrely weird. You're kind of looking like, you know,
Yeah, we were like, wait, what am I looking at? It's like a.
for their face.
Yeah.
But,
And her song is one of the best songs, No Bad News.
okay.
Oh my god, that's a good song. And especially when you have an actress who can just like really belt it
Yeah.
like they do. Then there's the flying monkeys on the motorcycles. Okay, we're getting caught up. I think they're cool. And then after the evil melts, we get Brand New Day song. The killer. They got a killer.
Yeah. My gosh.
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep there too, but it's okay. No, it's
Sometimes I just get lost
she
in my
wants
notes.
she wants the silver slippers.
Which, she was warned to never take off.
Right, and she's gonna kill all of Dorothy's friends
Yeah,
to get
she-
it. So Scarecrow gets
Sliced
cut
in
in
half.
half.
Torture.
Tin Man gets flattened.
Yeah.
Lion gets hung up by his tail.
Brutal.
But it's not until Toto gets threatened. Oh, we need to go back and talk about Toto.
Okay.
And I'm not done with Toto.
It's not until she's going to throw Toto into, was it a vat of molten
Yeah, something
metal or
hot.
something?
Something
That
hot.
she's like, okay, I'll do it. Here they are.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, Toto's so innocent.
Like Scarecrow, where he's like, psst, psst. Like just kind of nodding at the fire sprinklers.
Right?
Yep.
And Dorothy's like, oh, sure.
Yeah.
Because there's no precedent that water is bad. You
Right.
know, it's just sort of like, just turn the water on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
And
wash
she
away the
does.
evil.
And it works.
And it works.
It melts Eveline into a big toilet.
She is like quickly dispatched. Almost to the point where you're kind of like, is there more?
Right. I know. Is this the big bad?
Is this
Yeah.
like a false? But really, I mean, in true
Right,
fashion,
right.
though, what they have to confront with the wizard is actually the big thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is kind of abrupt.
But you're right. Then everyone is transformed and
Yeah.
starts dancing.
Very figurative,
Lots of loincloths. And...
very nude people. And they're they dance for a great choreography. But it goes on about 45 minutes.
It does go on for a while.
And it was one of those things when we were watching it and it's like, gosh, wow, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
And then
right.
you're kind of like, okay.
Oh, another verse.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also like, I get it. It's a big celebratory thing. They're literally shedding. It's very
Right. They're
figurative, literal, all
Yeah.
the things.
I guess. It's just a little clothy pieces. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
Scantily clad
Sure.
dancers. But they do great work. They do a variation on a kick line, which you don't see every day. Then we've got to go back to the wizard.
Yep.
But the flying monkeys take them to the back door.
Exactly. You get the back door.
Cheetah, is that the main
Cheetah,
monkey?
yeah.
Yeah, I liked that. I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
And I told Scott, I'm like, isn't that the name of the monkey? And he's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Hello.
All right.
You know.
Yeah. So they sneak in on him. He's not ready. The wizard is not receiving guests yet.
They go into the private quarters.
Well, and since Eveline's gone, things are very changed in Oz.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, people probably aren't feeling like they need the protection of the wizard maybe so much. So he's kind of been cast aside a little bit.
Yeah.
So Richard Pryor, he's built on a tissue of lies.
Yes.
But I feel bad for him. He's very sad and lonely.
Yes.
And it really, I really feel compassionate for him.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, he's even crying back there, you know,
He
like,
is.
damn.
I mean, first he's basically saying, "I'm not anything."
Yeah.
Like they were right. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
But then you're like, okay, you're a jerk for making them basically you're putting their lives at peril to go. You probably didn't expect them to succeed.
Correct.
Yeah, you just
in
need
the
to get him
deed.
out of his hair,
Right.
basically. Yeah.
But then you end up feeling sorry for him.
Would you say he's a flim flam man?
I would say he's a flim flam man.
So you would think that the Tin Man's like, yeah,
Yep, you would think.
You would think.
you think he would have picked up on that.
Yes.
No, well,
Never does in any version, though. So they feel bad for him. It turns out he's from New Jersey. And he couldn't even get a seat in public office or whatever he was trying to do. Then we have Lena Horne come in as
Yeah.
the Glinda character, and there's all these little small
Little
glittering
babies.
shoes, and they're so cute.
What are they, stars?
Yeah.
Is that what they are?
They're like little stars. They're very cute. They pull focus because they're just.
Oh yeah, they do.
I was not watching her, that's for sure.
I have it like, why is Glinda surrounded by floating babies?
They're cute.
They're super
Especially the little
cute.
close-ups a couple of them get.
Yeah. They're cute, and she does, of course. She looks amazing. Has a great costume. Does a really lovely number. Ties the whole thing in.
Right.
And we all know you have the power.
It's all in you.
Yep.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we get to go home.
Yeah.
There's a montage, people. This montage kills me. It is so dated. It is so funny. I can't. Just like thinking about it, like makes my face hurt from laughing because.
You mean where she's going backwards and
And their faces are all
are going, yeah.
And they're just because it's just a still shot.
I don't know.
Oh.
I feel like I don't know. It reminded me of like the two-headed school pictures we used to get.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Oh my God.
so to me, it was just kind of like, yeah, that's what we did.
There's a time and a place.
That was it. Yeah.
Oh. My
She
God.
does have her final song though, that Diana Ross sings.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's pretty good. It's
a good
pretty
song,
pretty
yeah.
powerful. She does a good job.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of emotion in her face, so I do.
Doesn't have the cry face on.
Well, I know it is pretty much the cry
Actually, it
face.
is, yeah.
But I believe it.
bigger.
I feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean from that because it's just her.
And she now believes in herself,
So,
no matter
right.
what she's going to do, whether she's going to move
Yeah.
out or stay with her aunt and uncle. But,
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
you know.
And then Stan Winston, who did the effects, I guess a lot of the makeup effects, which is just kind of interesting. He guy had his hand in everything over the years, This said the screenplay was by Joel Schumacher.
Yes.
Yes.
And is that Joel Schumacher?
Yes.
It's interesting.
No, the other Joel
Well,
Schumacher.
there could be other Joel Schumachers,
Yes.
in
Joel
78.
Schumacher of Lost Boys and
Yeah.
Only one.
Batman
Batman
Forever.
Whatever.
Fame.
Nipple Batman.
and many other very fine
He
things.
did also
but-
did Falling Down, I believe.
Okay.
I believe that was Joel Schumacher.
Okay.
Another little difference I wanted to point out
Yes.
that I really liked is the gatekeepers at the Emerald City. They're like in the revivals, they're like really funny and they're like kind of roasting, but they get scared of the lion, so it's kind of like a nice little lion moment in there for all the lion fans like Scott. And in the Wayne Brady version, Wayne Brady is basically he's a celebrity, and he kind of is like, instead of being like kind of sad and you have like compassion for him, it's kind of like meeting like, a famous person who's just kind of like, yeah, cool, you did that, awesome, I'm gonna move on to like the next thing, like, and it's like, wait, like that's so disappointing, like you're just going to like, they did all this and whatever, and he's like, yeah, sorry, that's showbiz kind of attitude. I like that. I think that's a nice change. Because you don't meet your heroes, kids.
Right.
I had said Toto. I wanted to bring up Toto.
Yes.
Like 3 or 4 different times they got me where the group would be moving on to the next part and the dog wouldn't be there.
Yes.
And I'd be like, hey, they forgot. And then like Toto would come running behind. I'm like, oh, there he is. And then
So
like
cute.
the next time, like, hey, there. And then the dog would come running up behind. I'm like, oh, they got me again.
He's so cute. He's so
Or,
cute.
doesn't walk with, only runs after.
Right.
He's busy. He's having his own Oz adventure.
He is having his own. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they could make a whole movie about just what Toto saw.
What Toto? That's
Like,
the title.
pull it-
What Toto saw.
Pulling the strings like to make it all work
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
It's a good point. Very good point. Okay. We should see that. The Toto movie.
Write it, Caleb.
Yeah.
Get on that.
Okay. Doing it.
Well, there's the Wiz.
There's the
the
Wiz.
Wiz.
I'm going to go real quick because I cannot see it from here.
I know. I could have told you that.
Celebrate.
Apologize.
We're gonna play a game. You wanna hear about it? Sure. Okay. We're going to do something very scary. We're going to, if you're a long-time watcher, you may have seen us do this before. We are going to have a little poetry slam sesh. Neil's gonna sit right there.
here so I can actually see, so I can see my things when it's time to switch over. So I can't see it from the couch. So yeah, we got poetry, people. We're talking poetry. Start to the P and end to the T. I-R-Y.
Poetry. We have 3 poems that we have composed for you this evening. You want to start with the film
Start with the
inspired?
Wiz inspired ones, yeah. Why not?
Caleb, I think you should do the honors.
Okay. I wasn't prepared. Let me think of something real quick. Okay, so this is my whiz poem. Dorothy's tears, unshed, untold. Yellow brick road, brave and bold. Scarecrow's dance, a brain indeed. Tin Man's heart longs to be. Lion's roar, a hidden fear. Emerald City, drawing near. Silver shoes, a whispered rhyme. Home's sweet magic, conquering time.
Wow.
That's really good.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
I like it.
And it rhymes.
You want to go for one?
Everything
You want me to
rhymes.
go?
I want you to go.
Okay. This is my whiz poem. Michael Jackson, long before Thriller, playing a scarecrow who resembles Phyllis Diller. Dorothy, as played by Diana Ross. That woman can dance. She gathers no moss. Richard Pryor, so wonderful to see you again. You're a deceitful, dishonest whiz. Oh, right, you're a man. Yellow Brick Road of the 70s looked more like linoleum. Marvel Universe is lame because they make up words like vibranium.
Shots fired. Shots fired in the basement.
Lena Horne as Glinda, looking fabulous in blue. Why the fuck are there sparkling floating babies behind you? Like this.
You need a mic.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
Can we hear it again?
Thanks, people. There you go.
Do you
Okay.
y'all want
No,
to hear?
they could hear me enough.
You can hear? Could y'all hear it?
Could you hear me enough? I was talking loudly, kind of.
Okay, it's the time for
Your
mine.
turn. You go for it.
Do I have to lean into like this one now?
Not really.
Okay. I cheated on this poem only. I asked AI to write me a poem.
What?
I did. I asked AI to write me a poem about Toto. That's why I said put a pin in it, because I love Toto. I love Toto in every version.
All right.
And I changed a couple of things, but I'll still give AI the credit.
All right.
And they titled it Toto's Groove. Through emerald streets and magic light, Toto danced with fearless might. Not just a pup, but bold and wise, a tiny guide with knowing eyes. From Munchkin's songs to Witch's flight, Toto stayed steadfast, small but bright. Not just a dog, but fate's own twist, the rhythm and soul of the whiz.
Good job, AI.
I don't think it's true, but I like it.
Interesting. All right, AI.
Okay.
All right, now
Do I get any snaps?
for AI.
Give some just for
Good reading. Good reading. Good reading.
Thank you.
Yeah, good reading. You did a good job reading.
Excellent.
Like I said,
excellent.
I changed some stuff.
All right, Caleb. The
Oh,
haiku.
the haiku? Shit. All right, this is the one I didn't like, but anyway. Our red hearts splattered, asparagus on the side. We eat red and green.
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
All
I
right,
kind of want to hear it again.
Yeah.
Slower.
slower. Our red hearts plattered, asparagus on the side. We eat red and green.
I like
Still
I'll
good?
snap it.
I
I'll
like
snap
it.
it.
I will
Alright.
snap for that.
That one was hard for me.
All right. Mine is called Daisies.
Okay.
Trump makes my butt itch. Remnants of toilet paper from yesterday's poop.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was
Good job.
graphic.
Good job.
That was,
It
in
was,
a
it
word.
was, it was about
graphic.
nature, like it's supposed to be.
That's right.
It was,
Yeah, haiku's usually traditionally about. Okay. Mine is inspired by Lupercalia, which is the traditional Roman holiday that preceded Valentine's Day. It was a like feast and prosperity and like fertility day.
Ah, okay.
So Lupercalia. Drawn to the altar, a dog, two wolves, throats are slit. blood and wool soaked milk.
Wow.
Okay. The two wolves are
I snap
the
you.
brothers, right? Romulus and
Remus. Well, they represent them, but yeah, because they
Okay.
would sacrifice at Lupercalia a dog and two wolves.
Oh, okay.
And then they would have like blood. They would anoint like the dudes who were like the Lupercali like priests. They would anoint their heads with blood, and then they would take like strips of the goats and they would soak them in milk, and it was kind of like a game, like kind of like hitting people in the legs with them for like fertility and prosperity and stuff. And like, and if you were
Wow.
like a girl who wanted to get pregnant, you'd be like, hit my leg and stuff. So, but in mine, I just really wanted to focus on the sacrificial element because
Okay.
if I can make it dark, I will.
You will, yes.
Would they drink the milk?
Great question.
All right.
I don't know.
I mean,
I hope so.
raw milk be damned.
Yeah.
Our pig would love it if they drink the milk. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so now our Valentine's Day.
Our
poem,
Valentines,
or-
our poems about love or Valentines, yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming I'm still going.
Please, you might as well.
Okay. Cupid called. He's taking the day off, trading his arrows for a soft bubble bath. He's swapping his quiver for a good juicy book, and trading sweet nothings for a warm, comfy nook. Off goes the phone, he's closing his eyes, ignoring the world with its love-sick sighs. Let the world sort itself, let the lovers all be. Cupid called, he's taking the day off, you see.
Wow.
I love it.
I'm kind of snap and a clap.
That's a snap and a clap and a stomp and a romp. Because I love self-care, you know, and
Yeah.
Nobody asked Cupid how he's doing.
He didn't.
Eros, nobody asks,
I know.
like, are you okay? Is this a lot of pressure?
Right? Are your fingers sore from shooting all those
People?
Those arrows?
Right.
Yeah.
From Cupid, draw back your bow.
And it's also like, if you don't want to do romantic things, your best relationship should be with yourself. So, like, you should have that self-care, you know?
You should. It's very important.
That's true.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. My poem is called Love. Exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat promises something for everyone.
Is that the theme of the Love Boat?
I
The
did.
love boat.
Okay, I got another one.
Nobody can say shit about my AI then. Yeah.
Okay, I got another one. Unless you want to go, then I'll
It's,
No,
go.
please.
it's another theme song from a show, but he's
It
got
is.
another one.
Show me that smile again. Where everybody knows your name.
Thank you for being a friend.
This one actually is called Love also. Not Love also, just it's Love. This song's called Love. Holding hands and stealing kisses. Donald and Elon sharing drinks of golden pisses. Mouth the crotch like 69. 2 billionaires bathe in yellow wine. I have to get through this.
It's getting emotional.
Through fields of America's majestic flowers, Trump and Musk frolic and flaxen showers. Okay, flopping around the oval, the twosome soaked in pee.
I'm crying.
Not far behind is JD Vance, hoping to make it 3.
We should have ended with yours. I want to right now.
That's called Love.
Ouch.
I don't want to go.
I know. Can you see him? Can you see my tears?
I'm crying. I am crying. Oh,
Oh, Jesus, my stomach hurts.
my stomach hurts. My stomach hurts too. My face hurts and my eyes
Oh my
hurt.
gosh.
Everything hurts.
Good job, Neil. Good job.
Good.
Thank you.
Snaps for
I,
me.
If I get deported next week, you guys know why.
He gets disappeared. It's like, well, we know where he went. Okay, I'm sorry. You still have to hear my poem. I'm sorry. I wrote it about Saint Valentine, the patron saint for, they did the thing where they're like, you had your Lupercalia and that was all fine and good, but it's too pagan. Let's dress it up, and we're gonna say that it's this guy's saint feast day. Saint
Okay.
Valentine. Okay. The man, the myth, the saint, patron of affianced couples, epileptics, and those who faint, and also beekeepers, happy marriages, and plague. If you wish to see his rose-adorned skeletal dome, head to the Basilica of Santa Maria and Cosmed in Rome.
All right.
Okay, see, yours are
Too highbrow.
informational, they're
Teaching
educational.
Yes,
Teaching you
yes.
things. That's what I like. I like
Good stuff.
history.
So it was
Lupercalia.
no. All the patron saint of engaged, bees,
Epileptic,
epilepsy, fainting.
happy marriages, and plague.
Nice.
And I think there's a couple other things too. And
Wow.
if you really do want to see his skull, which they adorn with a crown of roses, you go to the Basilica of Santa Maria and Cosmed in Rome. And apparently somewhere in Ireland they have some other relic, probably like a finger or something.
Wow.
They like to keep those body parts sometimes.
Oh, I
and-
love
right.
I've gotten to see a few Catholic relics in my day, and I was delighted.
Sandra sees a red door and she wants to paint it black.
And red.
And red. Well, black and red. Okay, fine.
If
So-
you would like Neil to just post that poem as a singular episode, please sound off in the chat. I can't. You wrote that.
I wrote that, yes.
How long did it take you? Like laughing the whole time?
I don't know. I was in bed doing it probably about 20 minutes,
It was pretty.
15, 20
Were you
maybe.
waking your wife up laughing so hard?
No, we were both awake.
Oh,
She
okay.
was
She was helping.
All right.
no. She
No.
was reading a book. I was just on my iPad.
Plugging away.
I'm like, what rhymes? Oh, this is funny. Wait, this is kind of disgusting. This will be good. So
Sure was. All of those things.
anyway, so we're
Yeah,
back
do it
on
as
it.
a short. Do it as a short.
The shorts.
Yeah, a YouTube short.
No, just that one little bit.
Yeah, view. Yeah.
We'll see. I think we should all maybe do it. Read pieces from it to.
No, I'm not reading it. I don't want to say those words.
Okay, he wants me to go down. He wants me-
I mean, we're all laughing, and you're laughing too, but
Yeah.
I can't say those yucky words. It's too yucky.
That's right. Going
Uh,
down to Trump Town.
Okay, so 2 weeks, right? We're back.
for a birthday.
It's Caleb's actual birthday, if I recall.
Yes,
Yeah, it
actual
will be
birthday.
mine.
Wow.
What will Caleb pick for the birthday pick?
Okay,
The
I have
birthday
to make
kid.
the decision, and we're gonna do. Oh, I forgot to look to see
Okay,
if it was
you
available.
don't have to say.
I'm gonna let you know because I just need to
Okay.
make sure the movie's available.
We'll come back to you on it, but we know we're doing it on the 28th of February.
Yes, Friday the 28th.
Yay.
My
because
birthday.
that is Caleb's birthday
So be nice to me for once, big old meanies.
for once. For once.
Cause I can't win.
All right. Well, I think we're leaving soon.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Haven't done this in a while. Thank you, producer Neil. Excellent job.
Get well, producer Scott.
Get well, producer Scott. Definitely. Pod people of the future listening to this. Thank you. In chat tonight we had Miss Eva Flora, Cindy Worm, The Addict, Mark Vision Stream, Army Beef, saw Zeno's Curious Goods pop in there, Reverend Michael B's up there, and you turkey turkeys.
And producer Scott. Did you say that?
Bye, guys.